Hello, Wasp aficionados. I'm Colonel Failure, and you're watching Planet Coaster, coming to you live and direct from Failurewood Hills, featuring Stegoland. We're looking at the fiery haircut here, well, hair salon, that's what I called it. The fiery hair salon, simply because we haven't in a while. There you go, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, lately we've been working more on kind of polish, getting the park into a place that's polished. And Stegs has started doing the same thing, although I can't help but notice that he has somewhat completely ignored the rule of he builds on one side of the river, I build on the other side. I mean, when I say completely ignored, I mean he's completely ignored it. Here is the river that he obviously spotted because he's built bridges over the other side of it. And, I mean, what's he got going on here? He's got a viewing point that's looking at, from what I can tell, this tree. Yeah, you see, he's got... What the hell is this guy? What do you... What? No! What's he all about? No, Tiki Dave, or whatever his name is. Tiki 1. No. An unwelcome guest is what he is. No, he's off-brand. We are all dinosaur all day. I'm going to have to have words with him. But yes, he's built this well, I mean, it's a car park, really, isn't it? And he's just kind of leisurely thrown some benches around for the hell of it. What are we flogging here? That's a pip shot juice, which is unnamed, obviously, and a pizza pen, which was also unnamed, and a Missy Good. Oh, crying out loud, man! And an information booth. Ah, right, okay. Is he flogging tickets then for a bypass the queue kind of a deal? No. I have to say, I am in favour of this crashed car that he's got going on here. Oh no, here we are. Look, there's the queue bypass, and nobody appears to be interested in using that at all. I'm not entirely sure what all these arrows are about. Presumably, they look like they're some kind of path pattern, but you never know. Yes, well, okay. Well, I might take advantage of the information booth to create some prestige queuing moments for my own stuff. But this bit of plaza here, I mean, if you're going to do a benchy plaza, I will point you at one that is good. Where are we? There you go. You've got to fill the thing out, right? I mean, as much as nobody uses my benches because they can't buy any food nearby, I mean, that's an oversight on my part. Although I do have this chunk of space here. Maybe some kind of food shop. No, custom, please. I don't want anything that you've designed. Your design's a weak sauce compared to what I can come up with. Pizza, no, that's water. Food. Custom, yes. There you go. Tiki Chicky, pizza, Missy Good. Missy Good's not food, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Hot dog squid and the rest of it. Actually, you know what? The hot dog squid would go in here really rather well. Let's... Ooh, gently there. No. Hold the button. That's the ticket there. Let's turn the angle snap off. Right. And then it can live next to this bench bin combo. There we are. Right. And if we move you back there to the sailor just a little, and that gives it a little bit of queuing space. Yeah, maybe not too much. Okay, good. Right, that's that done. Now, obviously, I'm going to need some signage, and I mean, the first thing we're going to need. No, done. Give me this one. There you go. Hot dog squad. This is going to be re-hydrated. See, this is easier to do. Rehydrogenated, I'm going for. Drogenated. Fine, that's a word. Simu pork. Right, there we go. Now then, yes, and here at Rehydrogenated Simu pork, the jumbo hot dog is going to come with everything, apart from chili sauce, which is going to have tons of it. Regular hot dog is going to be, oh, I don't know, Give them onions and mustard and some gherkins. Because if they fling the gherkins all over the floor, then there's a really good chance that people will slip up. And that might require them to actually need a bench. But there we go. Look at that. Instant profits right there. Good. Right. What am I doing today? I don't know. I'll walk you through it. That was an unscheduled extra shop stop there. But yes, okay. Today's plan is I want to have a look at the top of my kind of shopping area here, and stick on. No, I said I was going to do that while you weren't watching, because building shop facades is lengthy and it's quite dull. All right, I'm going to get started on a new ride. There we go. We're going to do that. What should we look at while we wait? Let's look at the snowman. Having a snowman moment. Stick around. Now then, back when Steggs and I were playing silly buggers, we were one of his pieces of revenge was to insert into the Judgment 2 two snowmen who are actually jolly pleased to see one another, with the love heart going on there. And I only actually spotted that, I don't know, maybe 2 episodes ago, but it made me laugh, so I've left it in. That's classic Steggs, that is. But yes, we'll leave that there. Right, now then, let's talk rides, people, because that's what we're here for. Adding a new ride will obviously beef up the appeal of the park overall, and at the same time, it'll get us a bit of expansion. Now, in the last episode, I asked you for recommendations as to what ride one should be adding, and the overriding the suggestion, or the number one suggestion that we had, I don't think it's actually one of these. Let's go custom here. Powered. No, these are all track rides. It's going to be a coaster, isn't it? Was some kind of runaway train type effort. A train-based something like that. There we go. The mine train. Right. As well as dual launch was also mentioned, and some kind of monorail that takes people around the park, in fact, despite the fact that nobody wants to ride on those. So I do want to do a mine train. I have a concept, and it is also dual launch. If I can figure out a way to make it more than dual launch, I'll do that, but I think we might stuck with dual. But that's going to be expensive. I know that for a fact. It's going to be at least 50k's worth of build. So I'm going to wait until we've got a bit more cash. So we're going to go with something sedate today. I know you're all terribly disappointed, but now I've clicked on the track rides button, one wonders. See, look at all of this fun stuff. Yeah, it's very tempting. I played through previously, and I built a really rather magnificent steam railroad kind of an idea. Nobody rode on the thing. They just couldn't be bothered, despite all of the evils that I would employ on there, whereby it was free to get on and then get off at the other end, but it would cost them a small fortune to come back again. Devious stuff. Maybe not today. You know what I would like, though? I'd quite like to do one of the racing car rides. And I'm just guessing here, but I don't think we've researched that yet. So let's go for track rides. Burning rubber. That sounds plausible, doesn't it? I doubt very much it's trains. So that's going to be ready in about 90 days. While we're here, let's get some more going as well. Let's get more shops. Mexcellente, or Street Fox Coffee. Yeah, maybe. Thrill ride, twist and spin, thrilling ride in motion, whatever that means. Swings on a wave. You know, a chair-a-plane would be very welcome. Let's have that in the research as well. So obviously that's going to hit the profitability for a little while. But hopefully coming out of that, we'll have something splendid. Now then, let's go for a regular old, straightforward, normal, everyone's got one kind of ride. What do we not have yet? The sun flare, I imagine, is rather tall. Okay, that would be an understatement. The sun flare is chuffing enormous. How much are you charging for that? $2,500. Well, it's ruddy huge, is what it is. What about a big wheel? Everybody loves a big wheel. How big is the big wheel? The big wheel's a reasonable size. The big wheel's flipping enormous as well. I've got nothing against flipping enormous rides, but they don't half detract from whatever else you've got going on. And what I'd quite like to do here would be to get whatever ride I end up with as integrated as possible into what I've got built here. I don't think that's safe. I mean, it might look great. Look at that. Roller coaster goes straight through the middle of a big wheel. If the wheel were designed with a gap that the roller coaster would go through, I think everybody would be completely doolally about such a thing. What else? The cube. What does that do when it's at home? Oh, is it a Ramesses Revenge type idea? Yeah, certainly looks like it. Okay, fine. Wild blue, no, that's too obvious. Kickflip we installed recently. Insanity. Maybe not. Gears of Fear. I have no idea what that is, but it's very in keeping with my theme. So the question is, can I bung it in anywhere that's in the middle of a roller coaster? I mean, I might be just being a little optimistic here, but if I can get this in here somewhere... There you go. Apparently that will work. Let's have a look. Because I can always Control Z that thing. Just give me a test sequence, really. I want to see how much you interfere with this bit of track. Because you are pretty close to it. Oh, okay, this is more Ramesses Revenge-ish. Alright, we'll pause it on its next loop, but it doesn't look good, does it? There. Alright. Yeah. Okay, right. Well, look, the reason for checking is I am prepared to accept a certain amount of clipping through infrastructure, but what I'm not happy for is for cars to whiz through things that they really shouldn't. So, no, I think we're going to move it. Because I like to move it. What about this? No, he says, the voice of the man who thinks I've got it in the wrong place. It's all right, mate. I'm still working on it. This is all WIP. Yeah. See, this would almost work. If I were to reshape the bend sinister, then that would work in there. But I don't want to reshape the bend sinister, so there's that. What if we stick flattened terrain on? No, it's just not. It's not going to go, is it? This is too big, and I've already paid for it. Okay, well, in which case we shall just try and slot it in over here. You know what's going to work particularly well under the roller coaster is a track ride. So maybe once I've got my my racing car thing built, go-karts. That's what they call them. Once I've got that built, I'll integrate it into there. So, yeah, so I'll wind racing cars around here. You know what? Let's go. Just be traditional with the thing. Hey, I'll stick it in there. Right, Gears of Fear. The stomach contents. Laundrette. There we go. Smashing. Washes the inside of your stomach for you as you projectile vomit all over the place, which is, you know, quite an unsightly thing to say, but this is quite an unsightly park. Right, now we'll have... You know what? I'm going to do this one with a Q bypass built in. Do we want to come from Steggs's grotto? No, we don't. We'll come from next to the Judgment, and that way we'll benefit from the throughput of traffic. Do we want to go here? Yeah, sure, why not? Since we're building bespoke pathing for this, we might as well... Whoa, that's a bit of a fat path, isn't it? Give me the standard settings here. Let's strip that one down to size. Length of 3, bit of that. No, length of 3 too much, that is. Length of 1. Go on, you were doing it. That looks particularly hideous. No, let's drop it back down to 5. See if it makes that. Makes oh, flipping. God, stupid bloody path flipping. There you go. Do that for now. We'll probably stick another bit of path in there at some point, at which point that'll end up looking better. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. There we go. Right, path in Q. Q time. Now then, we're going to need my cheeky skip the queue entrance is going to be about here. So I'm going to make everybody else queue for hours in order to make that worth investing a couple of bob in. Right, so if we do that, you know what, that is long enough already. That's great. And then, how does one add a secondary primo entrance? I think there's a button on the ride itself. Is there? Is there though? Let's unpause anyway. Let's keep the happy noises going in the background. Prestige, no. Customize. You know what? Actually, I'm going to leave this one alone. I'm going to add some scenery around the outside, but it can stay more or less as it is. Sequence is fine. Although I did read recently that by monkeying with the sequence, you can turn a low prestige, low interest ride into a higher prestige, high interest ride. So that's something I may pursue. When? There's a button. I shall find it. It will be here somewhere. So no. Testing? No, it'll be under the money section, surely. Or, of course, not. Prestige, no, it's not under that. It's not under custom. Move entrance. How do I add a sneaky shortcut entrance? Enable priority pass. There you go. See, got it. Nailed it. There you are. Priority pass entrance right at the front of the queue. That's going to hack people off. I love it. And then that just needs to do a bit of that. There you go. Nailed it. 1 times priority pass entrance, and then hopefully people will go, "Ooh, I need me a priority pass up in here," and that will yield the big bucks. Right, let's bang this on for a quick test. Right, and while that's doing that, we'll have a think about how are we going to decorate this then. Now then, let's have we're a little flat round here. And we're going to need something watery. I think what I'll end up doing is running a water course from this section of the original separating river, which Steggs has completely neglected to obey, and then run through there, bridge a bit, and then come round here, and that will be the foundation of the watery ride that we stick. Flipping heck, that doesn't look safe. My goodness, I hope you've got some good meshing going on in there to ensure that... Oh, dear. Yeah, and then it gets to this bit and you think, well, it's broken, isn't it? And he goes, no, we're not broken. Here you go. Time for you to feel the terror of... Why would you ever ride on that? And you know it's coming, people. You know we're going to ride on that in a minute. So I'll give you fair warning in case you want to leave before then. I won't blame you. That's perfectly reasonable to not want to ride on that flipping thing, but we're going to get it done. A bit of this. You know what else we need near here? If they're coming off there, they're going to be pumped when they come off. The level of hype that they're going to be feeling is going to be significant, and therefore, really, there's not... I mean, the Memento shop always underperforms. The Memento shop really is rubbish. I don't know if it's because the Mementos that are on sale are particularly poor. I suspect that is actually the reason. But anyway, people coming off here are going to be pumped, one would assume, and therefore giving them something to purchase out the other end of that. See, she's there. She's looking professional. She's certainly up for it. This is going to be the crud bucket, and we do snow globes, we do crystal balls, and we do a sci-fi radio. If anybody wants any of that stuff, be my chuffing guest. But to be honest, I think we'll be lucky. What are these idiots doing? Well, they're buying it. So well done, chaps. Good lads. Well, thanks for that. Grand. Just for that, I'm going to stick a bench in a bin next to you. Because, that's how we roll. 1 times bench. You don't want it on the path. You want it off the path so they don't get in everyone's way. And then 1 times bin. Smashing. Right, I reckon this is about ready to cook. So What's your problem? Oh, priority pass exit? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Right. Oh, we need to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery here. Right, where's my path? Delete this. That's it. So if that's the path... That's the... right, okay, I'm going to need to remove that. No, wait. Hold on. Let's grab this. And then, can we get around the... Get around the... Can we get around the corner? Can we? No, we can't get around the corner. Oh, woe is me. Let's take it 1 meter. There you go. That might be... that might be more like it. There we are. So if we do a bit of that, queue setup would be invalid. Okay, well, unless we leave... Let's leave that alone for a sec. And then turn that off. Grab this. Priority bar entrance is... It's on this new piece of path that I just laid. That's where I want it. I don't know what you're playing at. Let's place the priority pass exit, which will put where I've currently got the entrance would be... Alright, well, let's place the entrance further down. There you go. Stick that there. Stick this here. There you go. Right. And then we'll put a bit more path on. That's quite broad, isn't it? No, that's just regular path. What we want here is something like that. And then I don't think I've done this right. Because is that just maybe? Okay, right. Yes, all right. I'm with you now. All right, we'll run this as a tiddly little as a secondary kind of bypass. All right, and then I want you to link onto there. Onto there is where I want you linking. Because if I do that, how does that work? Queue setup would be invalid. Well, that's a total given there. All right, cancel, kill. Let's switch to path. All right, it is very obvious at this stage that I don't really understand why it is that this thing is not complying. All right, Q. Let's kill that back. Will it link to there? Now, this is not where I'd want it linking. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was trying to do. Yeah, that's not the best shortcut you're ever going to see, though, is it? So if we kill that little connection there, off that, do this, move the priority pass boarding entrance. Yep, right, and we stick that right down near the start of the queue, and then we grab the pathing shebang. No, that one. That's it. Go on, go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going. There you go. There we are. That's lovely. Then whoever's in this bit can lord it over the saps who have not paid through the nose for the privilege of bypassing the queue. Right, good, smashing, excellent. Get this on. Cease your testing. Open the ride. Now, I'm going to charge the standard $8 to ride this thing to start with. Hang on, I think it was the standard $8. I'm going to charge the standard $8 to ride this thing initially, and then later we shall increase the tempo as the need really requires it. You, sir, have the loneliest job in the entire park, for nobody wants to ride this this beast of a gut twirler. Possibly because it's still got... Are you still testing? No, you're not. Well, why has it got fake people on there then? You should have gone... Ta-da! Any customers at all? What are you saying here? Queue for on calm looks full. I don't think this is working. Hello, everybody. Let's get some guest sentiment here. Maybe I just need to tart up the queue and everybody will be on board. Maybe you have the loneliest job. Hello. Come and ride on the stomach-twirling laundrettes. It is magnificent. Your stomach will thank you later. Right, all right, I'm going to bang some scenery in while we wait for, you know, people to get with the program and jump on board this thing. Let's go for a couple of charming trees. There you go, sir. Well done. I'll put a tree down the far end for you to enhance your experience. There you go. Enjoy. Sure to make him delighted with everything that he's ever done in his entire life. Meanwhile, what else have we got down here? We've got... No. Go, give us the works. We'll find some bits that make some sense, I think. We've got the Gears of War rolling around here, so maybe some kind of Gears type behaviour in and amongst the queuing area would be advantageous. I don't believe that's going to be the case. Yeah, I don't have a concept for this, and I think that might be apparent. Let's have a look. Something will pop. That's the way I roll. Is that I scroll, and then I kind of go, there you go. That's the thing. Iron piston. Nope. This is all a little bit train oriented, isn't it? What would work for this queue? It's just a straight queue. But I'd also want to work it round the outside of the ride itself. So, I mean, as much as it is starting to become a little overused, my brick wall effigy style deal is possibly not the worst idea ever. But that takes absolutely ages to work up. But I'll tell you what we will have, and that is some metal fencing, so that people really know that there is an us and them scenario going on. Give me angle snap and enable advanced move. Where have you gone there? Oh, I see, you've fallen over. No. Don't worry about the advanced move for the moment. Let's just do that. And then we'll rotate you round. That's it. There you go. And where I want you is in the little gap in the middle. That's it. We want people to fully appreciate... that's not it, though, is it? That's a little high up. Down you go. And... No, you see, I'd obviously got the perspective betraying me there. Right, there you are, a bit of that. And some of this. Alright, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, it is. Thank you. So then we'll duplicate that all the way along. This, yeah. Duplicate that all the way along. Don't make me hit the button against. This is usually pretty clever, you know, at just kind of going, have another one. But this one, guess not so much. Keep it coming. There you go. That's it. Yeah, happy with that. Keep it coming. I'm sure there's a multi-duplicate thing that I usually hit, and it is that button which multi-duplicates the thing. But evidently today it's not getting the job done. Maybe I need to go and talk to the info booth. I did it totally unrelated, of course. Talk to the info booth and say, do you sell the priority pass for this ride? Because you know, that would be a thing that would be helpful in order to fleece people of the priority pass. And I am going to make them pay, I think, 3 times as much. There'll be some wisdom out there in internet land with regard to how much you should overcharge people for a priority pass. But I'm just going to charge the heck out of them and see if I can get away with it. That, one of these. Good. See, that way you're not going to get people hopping over the fence. Now I realise at this stage, of course, that I could have just used the fencing that comes automatically with your queues. But where's the fun in that? Especially since we're now going to try and find some lampposts. Lamp. There you go, iron square lamppost. Look at that. See, that's imposing. All right, look, you sit there, right, and then I'm going to grab you like this, and we'll flip. No. Careful, not too much clicking. Come this way. Roll it around over here. And go attach it to the fence in a place that it looks like it might conceivably actually be attached. Like that. How are we doing? So a little bit more this way, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's going to look special at night. And of course, every bit of this adds to the quality of the queue, and therefore adds to the quality of the queue prestige, the ride prestige even, because all decoration counts in this regard. And you see, if I'd counted how many bars I'd gone there, you just moved the original. You didn't do anything useful there in the slightest. Right, we'll put this one back up here then. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th one. Right you are. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it? Oh no, is it the 8th one or is it the 9th one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the 8th one. And then you never know your luck. The next one might be the exact perfect distance. Whether it is or not, it's happening. So let's just do that. There we go. Magnifico. See, look, that's already taking shape. So it needs some gubbins going on down here. I don't know what said gubbins would be. At the moment, it looks rather regal. Let's see what people are rating it as far as queue quality is concerned. 46%. So just doing that upped the quality significantly. Oh, and the tree, of course, upped the prestige value here by a chunk. What are you people waiting for? Get in there. Get in there. Let's talk to the info booth. Hello, info booth. 11% think that priority passes are for suckers. I beg to differ. I think that priority passes are for people who've got quite a lot of money. And although chances are they are for suckers at the moment, given that they don't actually give you an awful lot of bypassing of queue. That's two rides in total. So we'll just have to introduce more of those over time. Right, okay, well that's going to wrap it up for this time. So where we're going to aim for is around 150k in the bank. I will build my double track ride. There we go. Let's get a feel. You know it's coming. Look at that. Doesn't that just look awful? I'm not getting on until it's the start of the ride, though. We don't get on mid-ride because you really want to embrace the narrative that it is giving you while flipping and twisting you around the joint. Yes. Right. Meanwhile, I will do all of my decorating. I'll get that done, and then we'll have a quick tour of that. Because having stuff that is not decorated is really a poor man's game, and you know, we're so much more high quality than that. Hello, chaps. Having a nice day? Good. Good. They're all wearing skull masks. She was wearing some kind of elf helmet. I don't know where she's going, but she's clearly in a hurry. Right, have you finished yet? I mean, come on, I like to offer value for money, but these people are getting way more bang for buck than truly they deserve. Get off my ride. Go on, clear off. Right, before we jump on, I want to see how many of them are indeed pumped enough to now go and buy whatever piece of tat they want from the crud bucket. The other thing I ought to do, of course, is add this to the maintenance queue. What are you doing now? Don't just stand there. Get off. Get out of the way. You're holding up proceedings. Go on, buy something from the crud bucket. You people, crud bucket. Crud. Come on, you've bought balloons and hats. Surely the crud bucket is for you. There you go. Stripey here he's having a go. They want a bit of bench action. There's a good queue. Clearly I hyped people up enough. Right, here you go, people. This is the moment you've been waiting for. I wonder what the view's going to be like. I'm sure it's going to be terrific. I'm pretty excited. I've not ridden this one before. I wonder what kind of compelling nerve jangler of an experience we're going to get out of this. But I'm going to be pretty thrilled to find out. Okay. All right, where's that? That's now gone. Good. And we're away. It's the sky. Okay. Oh, hello. Where did the floor come from? We were looking at the sky. And there's the queue. The bird. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Oh, that's a curious angle we've got going. don't think much of the view. I'll be honest with you. Oh, where? I like the way that the machinery also sounds particularly unsafe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the bit that makes you repent your sins. Now what? I think I should have called this the incoherent what sensation. You know, I know exactly what I'm going to call this ride. This ride makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Ah, don't. Yeah, you're not going to enjoy this. Yeah, all right. I think I've probably had enough of this. Yeah, up, down, swingy, swingy, swingy. Where are we going next? Don't really know. I haven't got. All right. You know how I said we ride from the beginning, so we get a feel for the narrative of the thing. This ride has no narrative. It's just insane. Yeah, you have no narrative. Instead, are you sure this is working properly? There's not enough room. Okay, how can we minimize that? We could just go, is this working as designed? There we go. Smashing. Because if it is working as designed, the designer is a loony. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. The park is in profit, as I'm sure you've come to expect. And we filled out the queue. In fact, there are some idiots who've paid for a priority pass. God bless you, people with more money than sense. Right, I'll be back very soon with some more of the same. Subscribe to the channel to ensure that you don't miss that kind of thing. And be sure to fling a like at this one if you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. There's some semblance of something in there. Anyway, catch you later. Cheerio!